Okay, I have pulled out what I think are the 10 best boots and shoes that you can get, period. Some of these are vintage, 25, 30 years old. Some of them are brand new. And I'm going to go through them one at a time, and I have detailed reviews on each of these pairs of shoes. And these moccasins are handmade in Maine, and they are lined with deerskin. And these are made by a husband and wife team. I believe the company's called Townview Moccasins, and they are a bargain for the quality that you get, in my opinion. So check those out. This pair, these are vintage, and I put those Echo leather insoles, which I use those in a lot of my shoes. But these are vintage. These are probably 25 or 30 years old. These were originally sold by LL Bean. They were made in Maine. Those are definitely Horween leather. I'm not sure who made these. It could have been Rancourt and Company. Who knows who it was? But maybe you can chime in the comments if you know who made these years ago. Here's a pair of Sebagos that are also made in the U.S. And I'm not sure if they made them themselves or if they farmed these out. But these are made in the U.S. Those are solid brass eyelets. And these shoes that I'm slipping on like this, these are what I call slip-ons. When you have to sit down and tie, I call those sit-down shoes. I like mostly slip-ons. These are a brand new pair. These were made by Rancourt for Ralph Lauren Polo, and you can find these on clearance a lot of places. So if you want a high-quality pair of shoes made in Maine by Rancourt and Company, and you don't want to pay full retail, these are on sale a lot of places. I think they're on clearance. I think Ralph Lauren is going to be using China or somewhere else from now on. Here's a pair of vintage Timberlands that are extremely high quality, extremely well made. These are Canoe moccasins, and they have that double bottom you can see there, and solid brass hardware, very comfortable soft leather. These were an amazing find. I found them new old stock. They're probably 25 years old at least, and extremely hard to find. If you can find them, find them. This is my newest pair of shoes. These are from Sperry's Made in Maine collection, and these are made by the Highland Shoe Company. These are Horween leather out of Chicago. That company's been making leather since I think 1904 or 05, something like that. These sometimes need a little help with a finger to get them to slip on, but you can pretty much get these to slip on. I never untie them, I'll put it that way. But you can see they come up further on the foot, but they are exceptionally comfortable, and that sole is really cushy. Here's another pair from the Made in Maine collection, also the same sole, very cushy sole. And I have the leather Echo ECCO insoles in these, which added even more padding, as if they needed it. They were already super comfortable. So these are Chukka boots, again, made in Maine. And these are, I'm sure, made by Highland Shoe Company as well for Sperry. And I believe that's also Horween leather with a slightly different finish. These are legendary. These are the Limmer boots, mountain climbing boots. If you want heavy-duty boots for work, for hiking, for whatever, once these break in, they have a long break-in period, but once they break in, they are just amazingly comfortable for as durable and well-made a boot as they are. These are 30 years old, by the way, these boots you're looking at. So they're amazing. These, another pair of boots that are exceptionally comfortable. They're lightweight. They were Featherweight, I believe, by Browning, made from Kangaroo, made in the U.S. Browning, I don't think, offers the U.S. models anymore, but Russell Moccasin Company makes something very similar to this, also out of Kangaroo leather, which is strong, great leather. By the way, the cowboy boots in the back I didn't try on. Those are Lucchese's. Those are out of Texas, and those are my choice if you're going to have a pair of cowboy boots. I also didn't include any dress shoes. I have some Church's shoes out of England that are the customs that I did a review on my channel if you want to check those out. Also, Gucci loafers, I have a review on those. Those deserve an honorable mention. But I wanted to go with all these USA-made shoes that I wear most of the time these days. Let me know what you wear, and please subscribe,